Sega.
Okay, hello and welcome to another episode of Arcade Assault. Today we are playing The House of the Dead 2. Now, I'm playing this on the Wii version, which is House of the Dead 2 and 3 Return, so we got this little mini-game before we start up House of the Dead 2. Because there's Lisa and G going off to go and, I don't know, do House of the Dead 3. So we step into this time-travelling elevator in the year 2019, when House of the Dead 3 takes place, and we just go back to 2015, 2010, and 2005 before we reach 2000 when the game takes place. So I'm going to get items for the original mode in here, but that won't make any difference here because I'm going to be playing the classic arcade mode. Basically, what the original mode does is it gives you additional options, like you can get additional credits, bonus lives, damage ups. You can effectively play as different characters. It has a good few options. Anyway, let's see what's happening.
The enemies started an all-out attack. We have no time. Let's hurry, Gary.
Okay.
Also, that is the only time in the game we'll be seeing Gary, because he is the Player 2 character, and we are kind of forced into playing the Player 1 side. Actually, I don't even know how that would work. If you go into an arcade and play the second character, you play the game separately as Gary and James isn't there? Anyway, whatever. So I'm going to be playing this on very hard mode, and the credits bit doesn't say anything because I have free play enabled. And free play is basically just infinite continuum. So basically, the Wii version is kind of weird. I think it's bugged with how free play is, or something. I don't quite understand it.
We're meeting G over there.
What?
Also, we canonically just left the windshield wipers on. Also, I should note, because I am playing this on very hard mode, damage is a little bit different. Pretty much body shots will do less damage, and I have to aim for headshots more. If I don't aim for headshots, if I don't get headshots, I'll probably take a lot more hits, and I will also fail to save a lot more civilians.
G.
James, I tried. Don't underestimate the enemy. James, take this.
Also, what we just got from G there, that was close.
Harry and Amy are coming to back us up. Hurry, go.
Thanks, G.
So what we just got there was G's diary. That is basically the thing that tells us the information about the bosses.
I don't want to die. My God.
Also, that guy's scripted to die. This lady you can save, though. I failed to save her, though. I will probably fail to save a lot of civilians in this game. Okay, I narrowly avoided getting hit there, though. Also, because... that was close. Because I failed to save those two people, I have to go this way, which means I will have to fight a chainsaw zombie as well. Which I'm not really looking forward to. I don't like the chainsaw zombies very much. Also, pointless little note here. The enemies that come out there, they are slightly different if you make it through the other side of the stage. There's a zombie with, who throws axes up here. So far, I haven't gotten hit, which is pretty good. Also, it took me a good few attempts to get the calibration to what I wanted it to be. And, can I get... fantastic. To pop out here. So yeah, I ended up trying to calibrate this a whole bunch of times and failed miserably. But in the end, because I wasn't quite sure how to do it with all the resolution options and everything, and I couldn't get the calibration right. I couldn't get the calibration right. I am getting a hit here. Barely avoided it. But yeah, yep, that was close. And... okay, I at least saved what... actually, hang on, wait, there's a zombie bus set through here. So yeah, it took me a good few attempts to get the calibration right, so in the end, that was too close. I ended up just deciding, what if I just played the game in full screen and then used OBS as, like, my kind of screen to shoot off screen with? Okay, so this is the first boss, Judgment. For people who may be interested, the flying gremlin thing is called Zeal, and the giant suit of armor is called Quarl. I don't know, it's spelled like K-U-A-R-L. I don't know if it's meant to just be like Carl, but I mean, it's spelled like Quarl. Also, the Shakespeare Hotel's there, but hotel appears to be spelled with 2 L's and no E. I don't know, anyway. So this is the first level boss, and so far, despite the fact that I have fundamentally failed at saving almost every civilian, because I failed to save the first lady, 2 additional people died. Also, while shooting the armor doesn't do much, you can get a little bit of damage out. You very slowly chip away at them. But that's the first level done, and we only got hit once. Honestly, that's pretty good.
James!
Amy! Harry!
Thank God you're right.
What the hell's going on in this city?
Don't know, but it's very similar to the 1998 Curing case.
That case?
James, go and prevent the confusion in the city.
Okay.
Let's meet at Sunset Bridge. We're counting on you, James.
No more fooling around.
Okay, so those are Harry and Amy. Amy never turns up in the series again. Harry doesn't either, but people thought he did for a long time, until Scarlet Dawn kind of ironed out a thing in the story.
Dogs of the AMS. Time they made a move.
Now, starting from this level, the second chapter, Buddy.
Help me!
This is where the game kind of opens up a lot more into... I failed to save that guy. Okay. It's been a while since I failed to save this guy. I am doing a terrible job at saving people. Like, I'm doing a horrible job at saving people. Great job at not getting hit. Terrible job at saving people. So far. Oh, wow, I one-shot that thing. I must have got a proper headshot on it. Chainsaw zombie here. Nice, got him. Okay, I got hit by the axe throwing one. I nearly shot her. That would have been bad.
What's gonna happen to the city?
We're flying right over the Sunset Bridge. Something or someone has taken city.
Need to hurry.
But yeah, if I had saved that first guy, we would have gone up. We would have gone up and across the street, and we could have potentially gone through a clock tower and stuff. Because obviously, House of the Dead is a series that, depending on who you save, and various other things, you can change which routes you take. Obviously, you always end at the same kind of couple of points. But, honestly, it's kind of nice to go this way, because I very rarely have gone this way in the past.
Help me! Help me! Heard a voice over there.
Okay, big zombie runs through here. Those ones are always... Oh no, not the owls! So, those owls have been a pain to me for years. In a sense, they kind of, Well, I managed to save one of them. Well, that sucks. I hope I can save her in time at least. Got her. Good.
Get back.
Okay. I haven't failed to save everyone
Can we
yet.
get to Sunset Bridge this way?
Yes. Go straight and you'll get to Sunset Bridge.
Okay, thanks. Thanks for that, lady. Okay, that's my first continue. Not perfect, but hey, could be worse. And yeah, so pretty much the further, depending on how you play, you can end up taking different routes. And in this game, you can even get to 2 different areas to fight certain bosses. And by that, I mean, I think it's the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th bosses all have those. But the first boss is always going to be fought in that one little kind of opening bit. Mostly because realistically, you don't have a whole lot of space to work with. Also, I love how, because of the water, you kind of struggle to see those ones a little bit. Also, I don't know why I'm buffering. Oh, no, not the fish. I've never noticed that sign says enter at your own risk there. Okay, I got hit again. On plus side, because I got hit, I couldn't get hit again instantly. Can I save this lady in time? Nope. I didn't even see a 3rd zombie there, okay. I'm doing a horrible job when it comes to saving people. I'm bad at my job. I'm very bad at my job today.
The bridge has been destroyed.
So, fun fact, in the opening of this game, it shows... the opening of the game shows the zombies, like, grabbing the player characters and dragging them into the water. When I was a kid and hadn't played this game before, I genuinely thought that was, like, a game over. I thought that was like, oh, they dragged you into the water and you just died. But, no, as it turns out, it's just part of the game. Also, I'm now on 2 continues. I'm now on 2 continues on level 2. This is maybe stacking up to be one of the worst playthroughs of House of the Dead 2 I've ever done. But to be fair, I haven't actually played it on this difficulty before. And, you know... And, okay, I did run the first level of... Okay, that's 3 continues in 1 level. This is going terribly badly, but you know what? We'll hopefully be okay. I say that, this was a level I was very confident with. So, this has gone pretty much, badly in every conceivable way.
Anyone do this?
Okay, boss time.
Amy, Harry, the chaos of the city is increasing.
Well, it's about that. It seems like gold.
Wait, we'll talk later.
Okay, so one, you could see the Colosseum in the background there, and two, this is the next boss, the Hierophant. I nearly got hit by that, that wouldn't have been great. This is... This is going horrendously badly. So, I haven't played through this game in a long time. However, I would like to note my best ever attempt at playing this. As obviously, I was playing on easy because you know, it was many years ago. So my best ever attempt at playing this game, I managed to get to the 4th level boss without getting hit. That's the best I've ever done at this game. Okay, I narrowly avoided taking a 4th continue in level 2 there. Honestly, I think if I was playing this in an arcade and just lost 4 continues in one level, I probably would have just given up. Although that might be because arcades are kind of like, maybe it's just a UK thing, but I remember arcades being really expensive. And I remember going to some places and it's like, oh yeah, £2 for a credit. It's like, yeah, no, I think I'll keep my money, thanks. Okay, I have to hit him one more time, but I am... Okay, we got him. Jeez, we're on 4 continues going into level 3. This is terrible.
Don't care who it is, no one's gonna get away with this.
Although, now that I have a bit of hindsight and context, you know what? Going for free play mode was definitely the right move. It was definitely the right choice.
It's been a while, hasn't it? My friends from the AMS. It's me, Goldman. Well, the 1998 curing case. Guess who's behind it? It was Goldman. He's the head one of the most eminent financial group and an expert on the genome theory. We have to stop him. James, back me up.
Okay, so, zombies jump out of the water in this level quite a bit. Also, depending on where you end, I missed a potential heal there, I think.
Yeah, I'm hanging on.
But yeah, because I finished the level at the bridge, because I ended the level at the bridge, I start the level somewhere else. You can also end the level at a kind of dock kind of section, which if you end the level there, you start somewhere else. Effectively giving the game even more kind of replay value because there's so many different get through game worth. Also, this is a very I think this is probably the shortest level. Okay, I narrowly saved him.
Thanks for saving me.
That guy does not...
Yes, this is Amy. Yes. Yes. It seems that Goldman left a message for...
What? From Goldman?
Well, he says that he'll be waiting at the Colosseum on the north side of the city.
The Colosseum? Might be a trap. Let's go on.
So, that guy's voice and...
James! Over there!
That guy's voice and how he looked did not match up, like, at all. But okay. Hey, we did get a life up, so that's good. And we narrowly avoid that. 10 out of 10. We might...
Over there! Ah!
Okay, got her. Let's go.
Let's hurry.
I might make it to the boss without getting another continue. Of course, now that I've said that, I've cursed myself to failure, but hey, we'll see. Okay, 2 more bats. There we go, got it. Honestly, I kind of periodically forget this little section exists. But hey, that's fine.
James, you go from the underground passage. We'll go this way.
Okay.
I'll call you when something happens.
Don't kill me!
Nope. Okay, I narrowly saved him.
My friends went inside, but they're not back.
Oh, I guess.
I told them not to go.
Okay, yeah, this is just the boss here. I thought there was another little section first. Okay, so this is the tower. This thing has 5 heads, as you can see. The blue one is obviously the main head. When you shoot each of its mouths, if you shoot a mouth when it's open, you can do damage to it. Pretty much, you can get damage out when they aren't really active. And hopefully I can get through this without too much hassle. And I just gotta continue to tower. Yeah, I just gotta continue against tower, so that is, yeah, that's not great. Tower is typically, I would say tower is the easiest boss in the game, by far. Honestly, tower might be the easiest boss in the series, as far as I'm concerned. Like, it's one that I can usually do without getting hit. Like, I can usually beat this boss without taking a hit. But hey, you know what? Happens to everyone, and can't play perfectly every time. Okay, I narrowly avoided taking damage there. And I will explain, because I just realized I started a story in the previous level and never finished it. So when I get into the next level, I will mention that story. Just for a minute.
James.
James, come quickly. Something terrible is happening. Ah!
Amy? What happened, Amy?
I really don't like the next boss. I will probably use at least 3 continues on just that boss. I'm just telling you that right now. I cannot stand this next boss. I hate it.
Everything's set. All we need to do is wait.
What happened to Amy and Harry? Have to hurry.
Okay, so I said something in the second level about the owls and it being a kind of ironic thing, because as I remember when I was a kid, I was on holiday once. Okay, I got hit by that. How did I blast that one in half? You know what, I'm not going to question it. So when I was a kid, one time when I was on holiday, I remember I saw a House of the Dead 2 cabinet.
I ran from the Colosseum. Thanks for saving me.
Thanks for the health up, buddy. But yeah, so I remember I saw a House of the Dead 2 cabinet, and I remember seeing this guy. He used like 2 or 3 credits on the first stage.
Thank you.
Okay, that guy doesn't give us a health up or anything. He used 2 or 3 credits in the first stage, which, you know, me as a kid thinking, surely this game can't be that hard. And I found that kind of funny. And then, he got hit by one of the birds, and that was when he just... And that's when he just put the gun down and walked away from the cabinet. And I know that was something I found funny for years when I was a kid. Which, you know, now that I have, you know, the hindsight of, oh, these games are actually kind of difficult. I'm gonna try to save that guy. Oh, that was the worst possible outcome. Tried to save that guy, accidentally shot him, and then got hit because of it. And then I got hit again. Okay, you know what? We're about going my least favorite boss fight, so that's fine. It's fine. It's only going to get worse from here.
People of the AMS, I am Goldman. I don't care if you people try to get in my way or not. In time, you'll find out who's right. This is a present from me to you. Look at your left.
Amy! Harry!
Well, friends, I look forward to meeting you people again.
I mean, if nothing else, clearly he has strength on under some kind of, you know, managerial control, because it didn't kill them. However, it will be killing me at least 5 times because I hate this boss. I have never been able to do it. Like, I have never been able to consistently do this boss without getting hit. Like, so far, this is maybe the best run I've ever had on this boss. I've hit, like, 5 times without getting hit in retaliation. This has been the singular best run I have ever had against Strength. I mean, of course, I'm gonna mess it up somehow. I always do. But this has been fantastic for me so far. There we go. There's me messing it up, just like I said I would. No, that wasn't scripted. I didn't intend for that to happen. Anyway, that's strength dead. Good. Now I don't have to deal with that again.
Amy, Harry, are you all right?
I'm all right. But, Harry,
No!
James. The car's parked in the city square. The top floor. Building at point A0003. He's there. Go, James.
Thanks, Harry. Goldman, I'm not gonna let you get away with this.
So between the floating keys and, honestly, considering the fact that he was hit by either a chainsaw or an axe, honestly, he's doing pretty well for himself. Anyway, we are now 2 levels from the end. We're getting pretty close to the end here.
Our Emperor shall awaken soon. Hurry, friends.
Okay, Chapter 5, Dawn.
Point A0063 is just ahead. It's too quiet.
So this is where the game really kind of ramps up the difficulty, I think. And by that, oh, I didn't want to shoot that one in the chest. Okay, basically, you want to avoid shooting that one in that type of zombie in the chest, because they kind of have... Like, the closest comparison is they basically have the xenomorph chest bursters. If you shoot them in the chest, as to the thing kind of just shoots out of them and you have to deal with them that way. And now we get in the car for all of, I'm going to say like 4 seconds, because now we get interrupted for a rematch.
You!
Okay, so now we have our rematch with Judgment. I'm pretty sure the fight is like a little bit easier than the first time, but this is the start of the boss rush. Fortunately for me, Strength is the only boss from the first 4 levels that you don't fight again. I'm honestly very glad about that because I hate fighting Strength. I know that I got hit like 3 or 4 times right at the end of that fight, but I genuinely just fluked my way through the rest of it. And we should be just about ready to drop Laurel, however you pronounce it. There we go. So that's him down, and now it's just Zeal left. And I have to hit him probably like 2 or 3 more times. Okay, I took another continue there. Not exactly ideal, but hey, there we go. That is him down. That is Judgment defeated.
Remember, there's no such thing as a second chance.
Okay, so now we are back on the road. And of course we have to deal with zombies in cars. I don't even know how that one crashed. But whatever, that's fine. I'm amazed I didn't get hit there. And now the bridge explodes because we have to fight Hierophant again. So I can only assume that Goldman had the bosses kind of like... I assume he kind of had Hierophant and Judgment and stuff almost kind of mass-produced. Like, I assume he had at least 1 or 2 of them ready. Other than again, the way Zeal talks, he's like, oh, they've given me a second chance? So I guess maybe that isn't the case. Okay, 1 more should do it. Okay, now it's 1 more should do it. And hey, this time, it's gone a lot better. That fight's so much easier the second time.
Too bad. You're better off that way.
That fight's a lot easier the second time, and I wouldn't even call it difficult the first time. I just messed it up really badly. Now, there is 1 zombie coming up that I want to be a bit careful of. And by that, I mean I have a personal dislike for it, which is why I target that one out first. We get a couple more of these things. I think that one was going to hit the player 2 side, but obviously that's not going to do anything here, because we're on the player 1 side.
Prepare yourself, Goldman.
Yeah, this one on the left, I always focus that one on the left down first, Because I remember it goes for an uppercut, and I got a game over here like 4 times because of it.
So this is Goldman's headquarters. What? Can't be. You're...
I've been waiting for this time to come. You have no future. Either I give you, or the Emperor will. Either way, your fate is in our hands.
Okay. The Magician. Magician, you know, he's the main kind of recurring boss of the series. How well will this fight go? Hopefully it'll go okay, because, hey, this is a fight that I am pretty confident with, usually. But honestly, after how I did it in House of the Dead 1, I'm maybe a little bit less confident about it. And that is terrible on my part. That's double terrible on my part. You know what? Maybe I'm just bad at this now. Maybe I'm out of practice. Because I have gotten hit like 3 times by Magician so far. I've been able to do this as flawless in the past. Obviously, though, that ain't happening. Obviously, that ain't happening right now. That is definitely not happening right now. But hey, I got a decent chunk of damage out on him there. Now he goes back for his claw strikes. Okay, you know what? I'm getting there. He's half dead. Yeah, that's about half. Anyway, so, you know how... Okay, now he's going to do his kind of meteor rain attack. Well, it's not really a meteor rain. Actually, close enough. Actually, that is this fight just about done, I believe. Got him. Okay, I will finish the point I was about to start when I get into the next level, because we have a couple more cutscenes here.
Only man himself can control its fate. You're nothing.
At last, you've come. Friends, the door of fate shall open.
Now, I should note, you know that you're now at the end of the game because it's been white on black the entire time, but now the text is black on white. And because we're in Goldman's kind of headquarters, we're now away from kind of traditional zombies and a lot more kind of cybernetic ones. So these things are, honestly, I feel like these are a little bit more annoying than the other kind of enemies of the same type that you see for most of the game. But hey, that makes perfect sense. We are at the end of the game now. Okay. Also, there's no way I have... If I've somehow managed to get, like, the treasure room, I will be baffled beyond belief. Also, turbo elevator.
Back now.
Like, we go up 50 floors in, like, we go up 50 floors in, like, 10 seconds. Like, I don't know how tall this building is, but I feel like that is insane. Okay, so, what was I saying? Yeah, so, when I was playing House of the Dead 1, I mentioned that I wanted... When I was playing House of the Dead 1, I mentioned that I wanted a House of the Dead Dead by Daylight chapter, and just to kind of I messed that health up and got to continue. Terrible. Also, we now have our rematch with the tower. Yeah, what I would want from that chapter is I would absolutely love for the Magician to be the killer, but I've kind of like concepted it and everything, but I also realized maybe Magician would play a bit too similarly to like a combination of Dracula's base form with the Fire Pillars and Nurse, which would be a horrible idea, and I would never want to include that, because that sounds like it would be agony. But also, at the same time, it is a chapter that I really want in the game, and I absolutely want Strength as a skin for Hillbilly, and he isn't in this game. It's one of the bosses from House of the Dead 3, but there's a giant zombie security guard, which is Death in House of the Dead 3, and I would want that as a skin for Blight. I think that would be a really good Blight skin. Okay, now, we've made it all the way up, and it is time for the final boss fight.
I've been waiting for you, friends.
Goldman! Do you know what you're doing?
I'm fully aware of what I'm doing. Can't you see? Man committed a sin, disturbing the life cycle of nature. The original sin that man is responsible to. To protect the life cycle, I have made a creature to rule over mankind. This is the final battle. Show yourself, our new ruler, the Emperor.
The one who rules over nature. I shall destroy and hate mankind. I am the Emperor.
Wouldn't the original sin be like, wouldn't the original sin probably vary I imagine it probably varies depending on, like, you know, which mythology or belief system you're following. But, like, wouldn't the original sin be like, Adam and Eve with the apple? Or, I mean, if you're following, like, Judeo-Christian logic, I think it might be. I don't know. I'm gonna stop. Anyway, we are now fighting the Emperor. This, so far, is actually going very well. Now, the game says you can't... The game tells you that, oh, well, the game says it can't tell you what his weakness is, but also at the same time, he does have a giant glowing red core, or that basically acts as a heart, so, I imagine you can guess what his weakness is. Okay, now we are in the problem phase. Well, the first problem phase. In this phase, he will summon out an attack based on all the previous bosses that aren't the Magician. And they all come out ridiculously quickly, and I can never do them. Like, I am terrible at this phase. This phase will get most of my continues most times I play this game. So, the sooner I can get out of this phase, the better. Because I hate this phase. I'm not a big fan of this phase of this boss fight. I think I've had, like, 2 or 3 continues against Emperor alone so far. Also, you know, now that I think about it, if they ever do a new Knights game, they could make the Emperor into, like, a visual kind of skin for Knights. I know that it would be very much against the thing. Actually, I don't know how Riala works. I don't think Riala's like... Is Riala like the Nightmare version? I don't know how that works. Maybe it would work. Maybe it makes more sense for Riala. Anyway, he is very close to moving into his final phase, which is very good for me because it means I'm out of this phase. Okay, fantastic. We're out of the agony that was that last phase. And now all I have to do is hit this core a few more times. Obviously, he does kind of try to rush me with this, and, you know, now that I'm not sitting on the other side of the room, this phase is a little bit more tolerable. And that is House of the Dead 2 just about done. I need to hit him, like, one more time. One more hit. As soon as I say that, I can't hit him. There we go. Got him.
I am.
Goldman!
Friends, it is not over yet.
Is that all you have to say?
In time, a successor will come. Farewell, friends.
It's finally over. Goldman, I don't care if a successor comes or not. I'll go on fighting. As long as we have the will to live. Goodbye, Goldman.
Now, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that the successor that Goldman is talking about, I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's The World, which is the final boss of House of the Dead 4. Because House of the Dead 4 takes place like 3 years after this. Also, I love how this game is kind of just in nondescript Italy, because you have the Colosseum. You have the Colosseum, which is like, okay, that's Rome, but you also have like the kind of canals and stuff that makes it more Venetian. So I don't know exactly where it's meant to be, but I assume it's meant to just be like generic Italy. Anyway, with that, we've now finished House of the Dead 2. I can bring up how many continues I took to beat it. I think it was a lot more than I would have liked. Actually, we can also see which ending we're about to get. I feel like I'm probably either going to get the neutral ending or possibly even the bad ending. I died an awful lot. We could see the bad ending. Well, let's find out. Neutral ending.
Thank you.
Okay. If you get the good ending, you meet Rogan. If you get the bad ending, you see zombie Goldman. Okay, you know what? I think I was like 6,000 off getting a high score. Okay, so let's just... that. And with that, we can now also compare it to... well, we can compare it to the other games that we've played on here. And I can wrap up this video. So overall, House of the Dead 2, it's still a fantastic game. It is one of... I mean, realistically, it is one of the quintessential arcade shooters for a reason. Like, 1 and 2 are... like, they are kind of immovable things in terms of just being arcade, just legendary arcade games. They are some of the all-time greats. Do I love all the bosses? Absolutely not. Judgment and Strength and the Emperor, not a fan of those guys. But overall, I still really enjoyed this game. I took a few more continues than I would have liked. But considering I was playing on the highest difficulty and haven't played through the game in a few years, I'm pretty happy with how that went. But yeah, overall, if you have the ability to play House of the Dead 2, I would recommend, and I would definitely say, give it a try. It is a very fun game, and you can get through it in, I don't know, like half an hour, 35 minutes. I know that the games were made in such a way that if you properly master them, you can kind of comfortably one credit clear. But I think the way the difficulty kind of scales, it kind of works with that. I know I saw something about the design philosophy of the series, but I don't remember how all of it was. But anyway, with that, yeah. At some point, I'll come back and be doing House of the Dead 3. I don't have it planned for any specific time. Because this ended up being a kind of spur-of-the-moment thing. I hadn't really planned it too far ahead. Because I just saw it happened. I saw that it was on February 26th, 2000 when the game took place. So I basically just went, oh, well, that makes perfect sense. Which is why this is going up on a Wednesday when I still have 2 series ongoing, meaning that Pokemon will have had a disjointed release. So this week's uploads should have gone Pokemon, Capsule Monster Colosseum, this, Capsule Monster Colosseum, Pokemon, but otherwise the the release schedule should remain exactly as it has been. But with that, I think I can call it just about an episode on House of the Dead 2. Overall, still fantastic game, still absolutely recommend it. But yeah, so I'm going to end off today's video here. As always, feel free to leave a comment or click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined. And I will hopefully see you all tomorrow for more Capsule Monster Colosseum, or Friday for more Pokemon. So yeah, okay, thanks for watching. Later.